We haven't seen two people genuinely dislike each other since Conor Khabib. You know what I mean? Like, everyone's always dead cordial and all right, where I hate him. I absolutely hate him. Like, I want to inflict pain on his life. You know what I mean? I'd like that fight to go 4 minutes 50 seconds into the 5th round, and I've landed 907 elbows and I've disfigured his face. You know what I mean? I don't want a quick knockout. I want to put him through pain.
That's why
they're in negotiation right now.
That will be a massive one. Spain.
In Spain.
Against that pimple.
What happened with you two? Because I saw the video where you guys are yelling at each other. Was it in a hotel or something?
Yeah, he said something about Georgia.
Oh, he said something about your country.
Yeah.
What is that?
He said, like, now I understand why the Russians are bombing Georgia or something, like putting bombs in Georgia.
Whoa.
Like,
Blue. I had that Bell beat a bit who Molly beat. I had Goram. I had Ilia, all just commenting to me. And I was like, wow, what's going on here? And it still annoys me to this day, because even when on Rogan and said it to Topuria, he said,
Belt wasn't on the line. Who would be more satisfying for you to be fighting next, getting locked inside the cage against?
Ilia, definitely. We have a genuine dislike for each other. So I'd love to get in the cage and like settle that for once.
Guard of the lightweight division, all on the way out. We've got Chandler, who's 38, Justin and Charles, who are all 35 and older. I think even Danica might be 35, Moicano's 38, Dariush's 38. In the next 2 or 3 years, the top 10 is going to look completely different. The only person in the top 10 who's under 35 is Arman Tsarukyan. He's just a little posh boy who's had everything handed to him on a silver platter by his dad. He's a little that's what you are, Arman.
Understand you anything.
Ilia Topuria's situation is putting Dana White under serious pressure, while the welterweight division is becoming more unpredictable than ever. With major fights developing across multiple divisions, the UFC could be heading toward a huge shakeup. Add the possibility of a fighter stepping away and rumors of Conor McGregor returning, and the MMA landscape could look completely different soon.
He gets as big as he is because of this mental disorder. I strict this for about 10 weeks before that fight. Like, I would have a little cheat meal on a Saturday, but the closer we got to the fight, 4 or 5 weeks out, I was just eating so clean to where right after, I'll order 2 cheeseburgers, some appetizers, and just eat until I'm so uncomfortable and so much pain.
Oh my God, look at Paddy. I'm going to send you a video, Jamie, this dude.
You were like beefing with like Paddy the Baddie.
The quality of the fighter he is, man, come on, please. Don't even compare me to that. Boom. Because we are on different levels and everyone can see that. He was very disrespectful to me, to my country, to all my people, and he said something. Now I understand why the Russians put the bombs in Georgia. When you start to joke about that kind of things, just make sure that we don't find each other anywhere, because I'm gonna take your f***ing head off. He wants to build his hype laughing on people, and that's not the way I'm looking to build it.
I mean, terrorize is just a word we use every day. I don't know if where the language barrier is, you think that means war. But like, if it is, go and learn proper English, Ilia, because it's not. You know what I mean? Like, I know Spanish is your first language, lad, but go and learn proper English. Because as I say, it was just an off-the-cuff comment. After it though, I did say, I was like, listen, if anyone's interpreted that the wrong way, I'm sorry, but it never meant that. You know what I mean? And I can remember speaking to Giga Chikadze about it. Like, I had a full conversation with him. And that was after Ilia had tried to steal it on me, tried to jump me. And I'll be honest, that was in Anaheim, I think. He come over to me when I went to the toilet, just me and him on our own, and I was thinking, this could go off here. Yeah. If he's anything like Ilia, this could go off.
This was in Anaheim?
Ilia Topuria is reportedly frustrated after several major fights failed to materialize, including potential matchups with Islam Makhachev and Paddy Pimblett. That situation has raised concerns for the UFC, with Dana White potentially considering an unusual solution, moving Ilia up to welterweight and matching him with the winner of Islam Makhachev versus JDM. If that happens, it would be a dramatic jump between divisions and a major shakeup for the UFC.
The best lightweight in the world. He said that is hands down Arman Tsarukyan, and went so far as to say, Chael, he doesn't think Ilia Topuria has a chance against Arman Tsarukyan. Agree or disagree?
Well, I got to tell you, start with, I really loved the statement by Khabib. And Khabib even put it like an 80-20. He broke it down a little bit. And don't forget, Khabib's not just some fighter anymore, man. That's a coach. That's a coach of a world champion. Like, Khabib's opinion really matters.
But has Tsarukyan gotten better? Absolutely. Do I believe that Tsarukyan is the best and most competitive matchup for Ilia Topuria right now? Absolutely. But I don't know that I could say it as such a definitive statement that he's the best in the world, or that he would just go and beat Ilia Topuria. I think that Topuria is a special fighter. And I think that while Khabib was tipping his hat to the sport that we all love, wrestling, grappling, I also think that I don't know that he has or the best feelings for Ilia and the way Ilia operates, right?
Kamaru Usman is far from stepping away after his recent victory. He remains motivated, confident, and determined to stay relevant at the top of the division. With contenders like Ian Gary, Shavkat Rakhmonov, and Sean Brady rising, Usman still sees himself as one of the division's biggest names. His goal is simple: secure the biggest possible fights and remain at the center of the UFC spotlight.
And I just wanted your thoughts on Ilia Topuria vacating the featherweight title and coming up to lightweight. Do you think he's built for lightweight?
Yeah, I think he's a fighter, especially with the confidence that he has right now with those wins over Max and Volkanovski. I think, confidence is the biggest factor when you step in there. You have to believe, in yourself first and foremost. And so, yeah, I think just made the most exciting weight class in this sport a little bit more exciting.
Do you obviously, if you go out there and finish Fizzy, there's a good chance that you get the title shot, but do you believe Ilia should get a automatic title shot against Islam?
I don't know. Haven't thought about it. It doesn't matter. Again, that's one of the things I can't control, so I'm not going to put a lot of thought and energy into that.
How are you going to knock Ilia's fucking head off?
Ilia is a fucking beast. The confidence is crazy right now. I think it's a battle of momentum, so I have to go in there and fight for that momentum early and fight the best I can. Be prepared as I can be. These are the most elite fighters in the world, and he's one of those guys, so that's why I want to fight him.
Justin Gaethje, I think he slept more at day than at night.
Oh, you think so?
Usman has made his target clear. He wants the winner of Islam Makhachev versus JDM. If Islam wins, it could create a massive legacy fight between two elite pound-for-pound talents. If JDM wins, Usman sees it as a potential passing of the torch moment between generations. Either outcome could completely reshape the welterweight division.
A loyalty play. Khabib remains very loyal to grapplers. Sambo, followed by judo, and of course wrestling, which he's made look very good. And I just thought he was kind of tipping the hat to Tsarukyan. I was having a hard time knowing how sincere he was being, as much as just putting over Arman. But I must tell you this, Arman is for sure the hardest matchup for Ilia.
Okay, so there you go. I agree. That's what I agree with you on. I believe it's the hardest matchup for Ilia. I just think it's hard to say Arman is the best lightweight in the world when Ilia is the champion and he just came up from 145. Like, that's why I find it hard. And we don't know anything but success from Topuria. In Arman's fights, we have seen at times he has...
I think he slept more at day than at night.
Oh, you think so? Did he party?
I think so.
I don't
know.
They
put the camera on him on the last pay-per-view, and he looked like he was so high.
The welterweight division is moving at full speed, with names like Leon Edwards, Belal Muhammad, Shavkat Rakhmonov, Jack Della Maddalena, Ian Gary, and Sean Brady all fighting for position. Usman knows that waiting too long could cost him his place at the top, which is why he is pushing...
So here's what you just told me. Arman said he's going to wants to fight in November. Ilia's not back till 26. How long is Ilia going to wait? Like, how long are they going to wait for Ilia Topuria to fight when he fought in July, right? He's one of the biggest stars. This is why I don't think that the UFC, they're not protecting him. They're not protecting him. I just think that sometimes you go down a path, Chael, that you get so far down that path, you can't reverse it. It doesn't work that way. Yeah. It doesn't work that way. Islam goes on where he was talking. and says, I don't really want to fight Khamzat Chimaev. I don't want to open any door of conflict between our people. I beat Jack Della Maddalena. I would then want to fight Ilia Topuria. That's my preferred super fight. So Islam Makhachev goes and becomes the welterweight champion. His eyes are now set on Ilia Topuria at 155. Chill. What then for Arman Tsarukyan? And is that the move, right? Islam Topuria or Islam Jack Della? Or sorry, Islam versus Khamzat.
For major fights now. Meanwhile, the situation around Islam Makhachev, Arman Tsarukyan, and Ilia Topuria is adding even more uncertainty to the UFC landscape. He's motivated, confident, and determined to stay relevant at the top of the division. With contenders like Ian Gary, Shavkat Rakhmonov, and Sean Brady rising, Usman still sees himself